Now that you have all of your headings covered in your reflective practice assignment and you've just finished off with your learning plan or your career plan, we need to just put in the next sections. So our next section is going to be conclusion. The conclusion is just basically going to state what it was that you realised whilst doing the assignment. It might have been about your learning style, might have been about the reflection, or it might even be about thinking of your future. So basically something that you got out of this assignment, and hopefully you have got something out of this. So I want you just to give me a paragraph on that. After that, you're going to have your references. So hopefully you've been creating them in the MyBib and you can just copy them and paste them across. So that's conclusions and references. The other things that we need to include are our introduction. Your introduction will go at the very start of your document. So we're going to go all the way up to the start of your document. And just before your what is learning paragraph, which you opened with, you're going to put in an introduction now that you know what's actually in the assignment. So just tell people what they can expect from reading it so that you'll be looking at your learning style, the different types of way people learn, reflective practice, the Gibbs reflective cycle, and the career plan going forward. So that's, again, short paragraph at the start of your assignment. There are two other things that we need to do before we're ready to submit. And the first one I'm going to do is to put in a nice cover page. So I'm going to go to Insert, because anytime that I want to put something into my document, remember it's always on the Insert ribbon. So I'm going to say Insert Cover Page. And again, I get lots of nice different options available to me. Pick any one that you want, adapt it to whatever way that you want. It's fine. So I'm just going to choose this. I'm going to title it Reflective Practice. And I am going to put in my name. You can add additional details down the end. So again, if you don't want to use these boxes, delete them. If you want to put in your company name, you might choose to put in electrical phase 2, VBR phase 2, etc. and communications and team leadership. So again, populate that whatever way you would like to and use your own flair and design for this and can insert images, whatever you would like to do with it. Then the final thing that we're going to do is to put in a table of contents. Now, please, please, please do not be scared at the mention of this. A table of contents is just detailing a list of your headings and where they can be found. In order to do this, we're going to select each heading. Now, this is the time-consuming part of it. And on our home ribbon, we're going to put in, if it's a main heading, we're going to choose a heading 1 style. So introduction, what is learning? I'm going to have that as the main heading 1 style. And then you could have visual auditory, and I'll just demonstrate this. I'll put on heading 2 on each of these ones, just so that you can see the effect that the different heading 1 and heading 2 styles have on it. I tend to, during this assignment, just stick to the heading 1 and heading 2 styles. I'm not going to do the whole document in full because you'll get the idea from this, and I'll just pop these on through, but you will be going on through the entire document. And I'll just stop it at this point and I'm just going to go through. So imagine I've gone through all of the other headings, your training plan, your conclusion, your references, and so on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click at the start of introduction. I'm going to go up to my references tab ribbon here on my toolbar. And the very first thing that I have is table of contents. And we can see here the way that they can automatically be formatted. I'm going to choose the second option that has the actual table of contents title there on it. And what we have now is our table of contents, introduction, what is learning, and you can see the way our heading 1 is out against the margin and our heading 2 style is indented and subheadings. So you can see the way that that works. If I decided that I wanted to have my introduction on the next page, that's fine. If I decided to add in more headings that I hadn't already put in, let's say I'll just say activist as a heading 2 style, just random, just so that you can see how we can quickly update our table of contents. So I'm going to go back up to my table of contents and see this button here, update table. that's what I'm going to do. So you have the choice to update page numbers only or update the entire table. I always choose the entire table just in case I accidentally move things onto a different page. That's just a safeguard. So I say, okay, and we can see the way the number pages and my activist there that I'd put in as a heading 2 style has appeared in my table of contents. So very quickly, for your table of contents, click where you want it to be inserted, go to References, Table of Contents, Table 2, and that's it. Simple as that.